Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me on the live broadcast. Thank you so much. For those that subscribe to my channel during the week. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. And this is the fourth edition of Business Casual. And for those that have been part of the first three episodes, thank you so much. And I hope you are getting one or two values from what I'm sharing or what I've shared. So, if you're watching for the first time, the purpose of Business Casual, which I do every Saturday, is just to casually discuss business. Nothing too technical. And maybe you and I can interact in the live chats if you have any questions, or maybe some of the challenges that you also might have encountered during the week of your business activities. Then we can look at them together. Maybe laugh at some. Because some challenges you just have to laugh them off, as it were. So today I thought I would share something that truly resonates with me when I listen to Odunayo, the co-founder of Pigvest. It's a fintech company in Nigeria, and she was on Justin Khan, the Quest with Justin Khan podcast. So there was something Odunayo shared, and it struck me, and I thought, what, why don't I use that quote as some of the things that I would discuss with you today. And the quote is, internalize failure, don't personalize it. I took a pause for you and I to reflect on that statement. Internalize failure, don't personalize it. And my understanding of that quote is that as a startup entrepreneur, the possibility of your business failing is there. And let me say something on top of that statement that I just made. I'm a believer, and I have a winning mentality. Even as a believer in Christ Jesus, I have that winning mentality. However, I also I am in tune with the reality of running a business, because I've started a few and they fail. Is it because I didn't pray enough? No. Or didn't fast enough, or didn't decree or bombard the heaven enough about the business success? No, but it's just part of entrepreneurship in general. So back to that statement: internalize failure, don't personalize it. And if you really think about that statement very well, you would see that it is key that we accept failure when we encounter one. And this even goes beyond business practices. It could be in life, it could be in relationship, it could be in anything, that you try and fail. Accept that you failed. That is internalizing it, and deal with it. I've dropped the link to the full episode of the podcast that Odunayo did with Justin Khan. You can click on it and listen to the entire episode. You definitely going to learn one or two things over and above the quotes that I'm sharing with you. But the point is, sometimes we fail at things, could be education, you know, could be business, could be life in general. If you're joining me, thank you so much for joining me. This is a live broadcast of business casual. If you have anything you want to discuss or you want me to touch on based on the topic, put them in a live chat below. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, sometimes we fail in life. You have you have a valid reason, to internalize the failure. But it will not do you good to personalize it. There is a difference between I failed and I am a failure. When you internalize the failure, again, in whatsoever it is, but, for the purpose of this channel and some of the things that I share, which are inclined to businesses and entrepreneurship and startup and all of that, when you fail in your business, it's okay to internalize the failure. It's okay to analyze the what led to the failure, so that you don't repeat the same thing. And sometimes you find ourselves in a position where we repeat failures. It's okay. It's life. At least you are not dead. The failure has not led to your death. It means that you can try again. It means you can try another adventure again. It means you can try another business startup again. So again, there is a difference between I failed and I am a failure. When you personalize failure, that is when you say I am a failure. But when you internalize it, it's to say to yourself and people around you, or specifically your team, to say, what, guys, we failed. Let's analyze it, and what else? What can we learn from the failure so that we don't repeat it? Because there's a statement that if you continue to try something the same way, and you're expecting a different result, that is another definition of insanity. So you don't want to find yourself where you being seen as someone that is insane. So and Odunayo, during that episode or our conversation with Justin Khan, she mentioned a lot of or some of the failures that she encountered in her entrepreneurship journey, and how she dealt with it and all of that, and she bounced back and all of that. And for me also, I can share. Let me share one at this junction. In 2010, 2011, 2012, thereabout, I launched a what was it called now? An online learning platform, an e-learning platform, that I called student to student. I'm Nigerian and I'm based in South Africa. So it was a solution that was targeted at grade 12 of, grade 12 is SS3, if you're in Nigeria, grade 12 is SS3, and that will be senior year in high school, I think, as the Americans will refer to it. I hope I'm correct. But the point is, I launched that e-learning platform, student to student. And the idea, it was supposed to be a collaborative learning platform whereby a high performance student is registered on the platform. So obviously, every student can register, but a high performing the high performing students will be registered as moderators, and they will be able to, on the platform, tutor their fellow students. So it's a peer-to-peer learning, basically. That's why I said it's a collaborative learning platform. So it's a peer-to-peer learning platform. And, arguably 2010, 2011, 2012, I can't remember very specifically, but it's, within that range of years. I think I was too early. I think so. I think I was too early. We can argue that, but I think I was too early, specifically in Africa, or specifically in South Africa and Africa in general. And it was online. I launched it. As a matter of fact, I got a shout out on a very popular radio station. Then the anchor of that particular program, that would run on Saturdays is DJ Zvu, Subisi Soliope. And I mean, the shout out that he gave us a little bit of traction. The point is, I failed. But does that make me a failure? No. Because between then and now, I've launched even quite a few of startups and businesses. Some, thank God, we've been successful at them. Even I exited one within that period of year or years, if you like, And this is 2021 as at the time of recording this video, and a lot of things have happened between them. So I failed at student to student collaborative learning platform. Oh, by the way, I went from calling it student to student to collabo class, because between 2010, 11 and 12, I learned my lessons and I thought, let me try again. And I think I launched collabo class in 2014, 2014. And some of the lessons that I learned from student to student, I then, apply them, and some of the things that I thought, this is why we failed, I avoided them, and collab class started doing well again, because we're not gaining enough traction and the business wasn't doing well. I failed at that also. And when I'm saying I failed, for specifically for collabo class now, when I said that I failed at it's a project that I can still revive if I want to. Why? The domain name is still there. It was called collaboclass.com, and the domain name is still there. The infrastructure is still there. And if I want to start it all over again, I can do so. But obviously, there are other things that I am giving my attentions to, right now. So it is okay if you fail. It is not okay if you personalize the failure. Internalize failure, don't personalize it. Like I said, there are other businesses and other things that I'm trying out and continuing to try, and that is life. In the third episode of Business Casual, I shared something on how to keep on going, even in the midst of challenges. And I mentioned that knowledge and wisdom is required to be able to do so. Unfortunately, by the way, I didn't apologize live. I apologize to those that joined me in the third episode because the network, abruptly disconnected, and I didn't even know. I was just talking and I lost half of the things I was saying in that particular episode. So I apologize. I apologize if you connected live and you experienced that abrupt disconnection. So I'm going to bring this one to a close also. If you have anything to share, you can do that right now in the live chat. Otherwise, you can drop it in the comment section below later. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have learned one or two encouraging words, from this episode, which I would like to emphasize that internalize failure. Don't personalize it. Once again, a full episode to Justin Khan's podcast with Odunayo is in the description box. Listen to it, and I believe you learned a lot from it. Thank you so much. God bless you, and see you in the next episode. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I've got a load of content on entrepreneurship on the channel. Thank you, and God bless you.